Hello and welcome to the Black Hat Bushcraft channel. Today I'm filming once again in Sweden, taking a little time out from the canoe adventure and just out here exploring around. And one of the things I've found about Sweden that's really fascinating is how many mushrooms there are here. In my area back in North Carolina, we see mushrooms, but they're kind of hit and miss, and I don't really see a lot of the ones that I know as edibles. Now, I'm definitely no expert where it comes to mushrooms. It's something that I've just kind of delved into recently, but one that I absolutely know and recognize when I see it is Sulfur Shelf or Chicken of the Woods. And there's a lot of different names for that. The Latin name is Laetiporus. I hope I'm pronouncing that right. And I'll put that down here so you can see it, Laetiporus. With any plant, there's always these nicknames that can be different from region to region, which I've learned here in Sweden is that some of the names that we call things back in the States, they didn't recognize. But when we refer to the Latin names, that makes it very clear regardless of where you are. So I think that that's a good thing to add here. This Chicken of the Woods is right here. It often grows on oak trees, although it can grow on other species as well. It is a parasitic mushroom, so it causes a rotten spot in the tree. And over time, it'll eventually kill the tree. So a lot of people who are into keeping their trees in good health might not like this particular one, but people who are looking for mushrooms to eat will definitely value this one. If you do consume this and you've never consumed it before, it's good to eat just a little bit of it because people can have a reaction to it. It's probably not really common, but it's good to start slow and gradually work your way up just to make sure that you don't have any type of reaction to it. It is very tasty. I've eaten Chicken of the Woods before. It can serve as a substitute for meat. To me, there's no substitute for chicken, but if you have to, this is a good option. But anyway, I'm going to zoom in and give you a closer look on this mushroom just so you can see it in case you're not familiar with it. And definitely take some time to do some research. If you see that this is familiar and you have it in your area, it's definitely one worth knowing. So let's take a quick zoom in. All right, so this will give you a little bit of a close-up here on the Laetiporus, or Chicken of the Woods as I tend to call it. You can see it's a shelf fungus, and a lot of times it'll grow with multiple layers, so this is a very small specimen. A lot of times this particular mushroom likes to grow on oak, although it can be found on different species. And again, it is a parasite, so it does kill the tree over time. When you harvest this, basically you just cut it off the tree and collect it up. You can take it back and prepare it just as you would any meat. So you can dice it up, you can put it in a pan with butter or bacon grease, cook it with bacon. That's how I had it before and it was really good. But you could substitute it in place of any meat in any dish that you're preparing. There's a lot of recipes out on the net, so you can get really creative with this stuff. But again, it's always very important that you do your own research and positively identify any plant or mushroom that you're going to consume and confirm that you know what you have, because these things obviously can be dangerous if you misidentify. This one is one that there's not a whole lot of lookalikes for, so it's a safer one for beginners to start to search for or forage for. All right, so I'd like to thank you guys for taking the time to tune in for this quick look at Chicken of the Woods. I thought it would be neat to show something a little different while I was here in Sweden. I don't actually have this mushroom in my particular area, but it's one I'm pretty familiar with because we find it up in Ohio quite a bit when I'm there at the Pathfinder School, and I've eaten it there, and it's been good for me. So it's a good one to know. Anyhow, just wanted to take a chance to show you that while I was here. I appreciate your interest, your time, your support. Hope to talk to you with another video again very soon. And until that one, take care and God bless.